Mom and dad, you shouldn't even be watching this video. Don't watch this video. Don't even click on it, all right? You can stop right here. Hey, yo, what's cracking like in my community today? My name is Londyn and welcome back to my channel here. What's poppin'? You see how I see the thumbnail. Today I'm here at the story time on my first sneaky link. Sneaky link. Sneaky link. I don't know if you would even call it that, but look, let's get on. So I'm not going to use this guy's real name for safety reasons, obviously. So we're going to call him Gwen Stefani, okay? Because his name rhymes with Stefani, all right? So Gwen Stefani, right? We used to go to school together. We went to the same middle school and the same high school for a little bit as well, but I guess he like moved to a different school and currently he lives down the street from me, literally a couple houses down. I didn't realize that he lived down the street from me until I walked past his house and I saw him and he approached me one day, right? This was like the first time I had seen him after, like I said, he moved school. Not to mention that, and like him and his friends used to make fun of me, whatever. I guess he was like nice to me, but not really. It was just like one of those weird complicated like bully type relationship where they were like fake and nice to you to like not get in trouble, but they were really actually deep down making fun of you. It was one of those. So that's like a little bit of a backstory of like how I know him. And one day I was walking home from work, not the job I currently have now, but the one I was fired from. He was in his car and he approached me. He was like,
"Damn, Londyn."
He was just asking me a bunch of questions like,
"Hey, how's it going? Where you coming from?"
Like just asking me like a bunch of random questions. And I was like, "Oh, I came from work. Yeah, I live right there." I couldn't tell if he was trying to flirt with me or what, but I guess that's what he was doing. I couldn't tell. I had no recollection. So I one day decided to just look through my old Facebook because, you know, middle school was when Facebook was popping and like everybody was using it, but I hadn't used my Facebook since middle school. So I just decided to like, you know what, reminisce and see what's going on my old Facebook. So I looked, right, and I see that I have a message on Messenger and I was like, what? And obviously you gotta download the Messenger app, so I had to download the Messenger app to see like what was going on. And I seen that he had texted me, but it was like from months prior to like me running into him that one time. And I finally responded and I was like, hey, what's good? I don't know if I still have the message, but if I do, I will put the message right next to my head. Yeah, we were just texting or whatever on Messenger, and then he asked me for my number and I decided to give him my number and we texted. And then he asked me to like meet up with him and stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. He was like, you know, you live down the street from me, like why don't we just go ahead and hang out, right? And mind you, sometimes I smoke here and there, like I like to smoke some weed sometimes. That's what I thought we were just gonna do. I thought we were just gonna hang out and like, you know, just chillax. Now I know when a guy invites you to his car to hang out, he doesn't want to just hang out. He wants to do way more than that. I learned my lesson, but you know, it is what it is. Guys don't just want to hang out with girls, they want to do more, all right? Anyway, so so the first time I met up with him, right, I walked to his house. He's got a car. It's I don't even want to say what kind of car it is, but he just got like a very, very distinct car. Like every time I see him drive by, I just know it's him because his car is like it's a distinct company and like a very distinct like color. It's just, yeah, I'm in his car and you know, we're, you know, passing the shit, you know, we're just chilling out, relaxing, right? And I'm talking to him. All of a sudden, this man pulled out a freaking Glock and put it like in, okay, there's like a crevice, you know, like the crevice like in between like the car seat and like the little middle thingy, like the little crevice right there. He took the Glock out of his pants and he put that shit in the little crevice, trying to be slick about it. And I was like, is that Glock? He was like, yeah, like giggling, trying to be all cool about it. And I was like, nah. I literally got up and I walked my happy ass back to my house because that was no. I was like, no, there's no way. When I went home, I saw that he texted me. He was like, damn, you walked out so fast. And then I was like, I'm not trying to fuck with a guy who carries guns. And then he didn't respond, right? And then I thought about it for a couple hours later and I was like, was I being too harsh? Like, was I being like extremely rude? Was I being unreasonable? Because a lot of people carry guns for a lot of reasons. And like my dad carries a gun. He's got a license for it. He uses it for his job. So I was like, why am I being so judgmental? And so I decided, like an idiot, to apologize. You know, that could have been the end of that, but it wasn't. But I decided to go back and apologize because I felt bad. I was like, I didn't mean to treat you like that. And he was like, you know, it's cool, like let's hang out again. And he wanted me to hang out with him that same day, but then I was like, I need like a day, maybe like a couple days or a week went by. I don't remember the exact timeline, but you know, a little while later I decided to hang out with him again, and he decided to drive us to this view, because like the town, I don't know if I can call it a town. I'm just gonna call it a town, whatever. Town I live in has like a bunch of houses like up in the hills. So if you drive like all the way up to the top of the hills, you can like see the whole view of like the whole town. He took me during the day. The view was just you can see the whole town, but the town is like not the prettiest looking town. So I was like, whatever. We're just chilling, you know, again, smoking and stuff like that, right? All of a sudden, I see him pull out there's gotta be a nicer word for penis. Let's call it a calinacle. So he pulled out his calinacle and he's like, I'm like, that's what you wanted to hang out with me for? Like, me being naive, like I said, I thought that he wanted to just be friends and for us just to hang out, because every time I hang out with guys, I know that they don't think about doing anything like that with me, but he was the first guy that's ever like took an interest to do that with me. And that's why I was like confused. Like, I was like, no, that's why you called me out here? He was like,
nah, you cool.
That's exactly why he was calling me there. That's the only reason why he was calling me there. Like, he can lie all he wants to, he can just not admit it, but he only wanted that. He wanted me to do that with him, and I wasn't comfortable doing that with him, especially because I didn't like talk to him all that long. The time that he asked me to suck his calinacle was the second time we hung out, okay? So second time we hung out, I didn't do nothing. First time we hung out, I definitely didn't do nothing. The third time we hung out, it was nighttime. It was like around 8 o'clock at night. And you know, like, a girl has needs. So, you know, I was like, you know what? He's gonna want me to do that with him. And I was really considering giving my virginity up to him. I was really considering it. But, you know, I just knew it wasn't right, because he again drove to that same view. It's like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and we're just fooling around. He like kissing all up on my neck, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, them thoughts come up when they attack the neck. And I made a promise to myself to be celibate until I find the one, until I'm in a relationship for at least 6 months. That's just how I've been ever since I was younger. Like, it's not even like a religion thing. Like, I'm purposely making myself celibate until I'm like in a relationship for at least 6 months. My longest relationship was like 2 weeks, and even then, like, I don't even count any of those. So staying on my ground, doing that, I'm like, okay, no. This man like hopped from the front seat to the back seat trying to get me to the back seat with him. I'm like, nah, bro, no. He's like asking me over and over, like, come on, come back with me, come back here. I'm like, no. I was willing to I was willing to suck his calinacle, but I was not willing to insert his calinacle in my cooter. Okay, I was not ready for that. And then he was upset. He was like,
you made me come back here for nothing?
I was like, I tried telling you. Yeah, so he came from the back to the front again, and then I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and give him what he wants, even though I really did not want to. Like, I feel like I had to, because I don't know, like, I guess I just didn't want him to stop talking to me. Like, I don't know, I was really insecure. This was like a year ago. This was in 2021. Yeah, I was sucking his calinacle, but like, that shit, I kept looking back at the clock on his car. That shit took 45 minutes. 45 fucking minutes, bro. I was tired. It was my first time like doing that too. Like, I've never done any like thing disgusting with any kind of guy or anything like that. It was my first time doing that shit. So I'm just like, bro, is this how long it's supposed to take? That shit, I kid you not, took 45 fucking minutes. I kid you not. And then when he finally finished, bro, it tasted so disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. Before I was doing that for the first time, he had some damn McDonald's. So that shit was salty and like gross tasting, okay? But if he had ate like some fruit or like a salad or something, it probably would have tasted really fucking good. Women are always talking about like sucking dick and all that extra stuff, but it's like, y'all didn't tell me it shit tasted like fucking corn chips and ass, bro. Like, it shit tastes, oh my God, it tastes so garbage, bro. But yeah, after we finished, we decided, yeah, we gotta go. When he tries to start his car, that shit was not working. No, bro, his car literally broke down. It's like 9:30 at night, almost 10 o'clock. Oh my God, his shit broke down, bro. Here's the thing too, I had to pee so bad. I had to go to the bathroom so bad. So while he's like calling his mom to get him a jump, like, I'm calling an Uber. I didn't know if his mom was gonna be there like fast enough, but his mom came at the same time as the lift, okay? And I'm over here making jokes and shit. I'm over here like, I gave you a glug and now we stuck, bro. I was upset, but I was making jokes to like make sure I wasn't looking like I was upset. So I get home finally that day. I took a piss, and that was that night. Okay, that was the first time I did that with anybody. Some time passes again, and we decided to hang out, but like, I was avoiding him. Like, it was really spaced out. Like, it took a while for us to hang out again, because I really didn't want to do that again. But we finally hung out. This time his car was like not working, so we couldn't use his car as like a place to do that. So we were sitting in his other car, which just sits on his driveway, broken. It's like boiling hot in the car because it's like summer. And like we wait for his mom to leave the house, and his little brother's upstairs playing video games or music or whatever the fuck he was doing up there. And like I was asking, like, what are we? Like, what do you want out of this? And he was saying that he didn't want to be in a relationship. He just wanted to fuck around and we're friends, right? Basically what he was saying was all he wanted was some ass, and that's it. He doesn't want a commitment. He doesn't want a relationship. He just wants ass. But then he goes back and tells me on text when I'm telling him I don't want to fuck with you no more because you don't even want more than that. And then he's like,
is that really what you think I want? Is that all you think I am?
Yes, because you've made yourself clear countless times that you didn't want a relationship, and I've constantly tried to cut it off. But he's saying, oh, I miss you and blah 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 blah, like I like you, but he doesn't want a relationship. But he kept telling me he likes me, that he wants to be with me and all. Like, it's just like, which is it? That's what really was getting me. Like, which is it? Like, do you want to be with me or do you not? Like, he didn't want to be in a relationship. I've told him that I didn't want to do anything with him anymore because he doesn't even want nothing with me. And I've told him before, like, I don't want to do nothing with nobody until I'm in a 6-month relationship with that person. 6 months or longer, then we'll do that. But he didn't even want to be in a relationship. And I was like, why would I fuck you if you don't even want to claim me? That's the only way I will do it with anybody. We gotta be in a committed relationship, and I gotta know you for more than 6 months. Those are my terms. That with me, those are my terms. We have to be in a 6-month relationship at least, and then we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, after that little conversation we had, I decided, you know what, I didn't want to be alone, so I'm gonna do what he wants me to do, because I was a little insecure with myself and I didn't want to be alone, and I was afraid that he wouldn't talk to me anymore. That's why I did what he asked. That's why I felt like I had to stay with him. I didn't know my self-worth, and I felt like I didn't deserve better, or I couldn't get better. Now I know it's not true. I can get anybody I want, but anyway, I decided to, you know, stay with him. His mom is gone and his little brother is upstairs in his house. And when I go into his house, y'all, I go inside of his house. Tell me why he has absolutely no furniture. All you see when you walk into the house in the living room is literally a office chair, a TV, and a PS4. Literally just in their living room. There's no couch, there's no like coffee table, there's no decorations on the wall, nothing. Like, it's literally just empty with I kid you not, with an office chair, a TV, and a PS4. Nothing else, bro. Nothing. I was like, okay, whatever, I guess. He's sitting on the office chair. I'm sitting on him, you know, on his lap. He's playing video games and we're just talking, joking around, blah, blah, blah. And then again, I'm sucking his calanackle because I felt like I had to. Deep down, I knew I didn't want to lose my virginity. The mindset I was having was like, do what he wants or else he's not going to talk to you no more. Like, I was just, oh my God, like I was going through it. Okay. And then like when I'm like sucking his calanackle, he's like, he kept trying to like get behind me and like touch on my hoo-ha, and like okay, a lot of details, so mom and dad, you shouldn't even be watching this video. Don't watch this video. Don't even click on it. All right, you can stop right here. So the chair's in front of me. I'm on like my knees. I'm kind of like I'm on all fours, and he's behind me on the floor, and he's trying to like, okay, let's say this is my cooter, this is his calanackle, and like this is it, right? Calanackle. It's not going inside. It's like rubbing like on, like this is the inside, okay? This is the inside. And like he's just rubbing it. Like that's all he's doing. But I just get this pit in my stomach. Like I just know I'm about to throw up. It didn't give me no warning. It just like, I just felt a little bubble in my stomach and then like I literally throw up. There's a bathroom right there that's like right next to the living room. So I run to that bathroom. I'm throwing up and then I see on my shirt there's a fucking spot of vomit on my shirt. I'm like, oh shit, great. Now I gotta go home. He gave me some water, okay? I did not eat nothing bad that day. Like, I felt fine before, but the universe did not want me losing my virginity. The universe did not want me to go against my morals. And so they made me throw up. And I was like, you know what, universe? Thank you for making me throw up. Thank you, universe, for making me throw up, because I'm so glad I did not give it to that fucking chode of a fucking dumbass dude. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't give it to him. At the time, I was embarrassed and I was distraught and I was like, he's never gonna talk to me again. I lost him and I almost lost my virginity, and then I was, oh my God, like, and my best friend at the time, like, I was talking to her and she was like, it's not a big deal, and like, it's fine, don't be embarrassed. But I was like, bruh, like, he's never gonna talk to me again. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Oh, I was just, oh my God, it was a mess. It was a mess. An hour later, he's like, come back, like And I'm literally like, the fact that he still wanted me to come back, like, I was just like, okay. I'm over here like taking a shower, like relotioning myself up, brushing my teeth, like I'm literally scrubbing down everything, like, and I'm over here getting dressed, about to go back over there. And then he tells me his mom's home. I'm like, oh great, cool. So universe told me twice. The universe really had my back that day. Really had my back that day, because I would have lost my virginity to an ass. After that, I kind of just distanced myself from him. I was like, you know what? The universe is telling me I shouldn't be with this guy. I shouldn't be talking to this guy. I shouldn't be associated with this guy. I was slowly distancing myself from him. Like, I was slowly not texting him. I blocked his number. I blocked his Facebook. I blocked him on multiple things, multiple times. And he would always find a way to get a different number, or he would text me through his email. And I'm like, how does he keep getting my number? Like, how does he keep finding a way to text me? And he's like, why'd you block me? Yeah, I was just over it. Like, I was like, you know what? The universe does not want me to be with you. You came after me first, so it's not like I'm hurting or anything. So yeah, I kept cutting him off, and then he would find a way to message me again, and then I would get sucked back into it and like talk to him. And then I finally blocked him on everything, like all his numbers, like all his emails, his whole Facebook, everything. I blocked his ass until I decided to text him on Messenger again. After months of like not talking to him, I finally decided to like text him on Messenger. And then guess who answers? His ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend was saying that they have been together for like a year and a half while me and him was doing that stuff, and he used me. He used me to cheat on his girlfriend to get some quick pleasure, knowing that he didn't want to commit to me. He was already committed to some other bitch, and even though he wasn't even being committed, and he was with her for a year and a half. That's what she said. I got into an argument with the girl. We're having a heated argument, and I was like, you know what, girl, you deserve so much better than that asshole. Why are we even fighting about a stupid ass nigga? He's a fucking drug dealer. He's been in jail like 3 fucking times. He carries a damn gun. Like, why are we fighting over this stupid ass guy? And so I blocked her, or I blocked his account from her, and I left him alone, right? I was like, you know what, I'm done with him. Like, after that whole girlfriend situation, I was like, you know, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. And then he found my Instagram somehow. I don't know. He found my Instagram. First of all, he had his little brother message me talking about, hey, what's your number? Trying to give my number to Gwen Stefani. And literally Gwen Stefani like found my Instagram too. And he texted me. He was like,
Hey, what's good?
and I seen that like it wasn't even in like my DMs. He was like in my message request. I have it to where you can't message me and I can't see it until I look in the request folder. I seen that like there's a missed call from him on Instagram, because you can literally call people. And he was like, what's good? And I couldn't tell who it was at first because his profile picture got like some money covering his face, and I couldn't tell who it was. But then I finally followed it, and I was like, oh, okay. It's literally a private page with a guy with money on his face. That's why I was like, who is that? And then I followed him. When he accepted my follow request, I seen that it was him, and I was like, oh. You know, I texted him back. I was like, hey, how's it going? Whatever. I was trying to text him back just to tell him that I don't want to fuck with him. It's not gonna happen. I don't even remember like all the shit he was saying, but maybe I'll have it on here or something. Maybe it'll show right there. I don't know. Like, literally anything that I say is gonna be like along here if I can find it, if I didn't fucking delete it. He was just like telling me like, oh, he missed me and let's hang out and da. I kept telling him, I was like, look, you don't even want to be in a relationship, so why would I fuck with you? You can't even walk around without feeling like you about to get shot up or something. And I'm like, I don't need to be around that. And he's calling me a nerd and like all types of like, you act like a child, you're a nerd, He's calling me names. Not to mention, he would always call me Bucko every time I didn't give him what he wants. Like, if I said I just want to be friends, he'd be like, okay, Bucko. Like, what the fuck does Bucko even mean? Like, back in middle school, because if I didn't give him what he wanted, he just would call me names and could talk so much shit to me and be verbally low-key fucking abusive, making me feel bad for not wanting to suck his dick or be with him. I didn't even want to be in the same room as him. I didn't want to fucking hang out with him. First of all, I don't even feel safe around a nigga. Like, I realized like he carries a fucking gun illegally because he's a fucking gang member or some shit, and like I don't even feel safe around his ass. I just feel scared. The conversation ended, and, you know, I left him alone again. And y'all, mind you, remember when I said earlier that he lives down the street from me? Yeah. So I'm on my way to work, to my new job. You know, I have to walk around the corner to like go to the bus stop. This man drives his car. He got his car fixed, by the way. His car was fixed. He drives his car to the bus stop that I'm at and pulls up on me, and he's like,
Londyn, what's good? You need a ride?
Cleaning this fucking passenger seat, like this dirty ass passenger seat, talking about
You need a ride?
I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm taking the bus. The bus will be here any minute now. Bus is coming in like 3 minutes, you know, being bland and all that, just to avoid talking to him. This man has a nerve to be like,
So you ain't gonna take me back?
take you back from where, nigga? McDonald's? McDonald's, bitch. Like, we're not going to McDonald's again for your shit to taste like boiled bologna, bitch. I don't know. Like, I'm good. I was getting irritated because I'm like, why are you still trying to talk to me? Like, I blocked you multiple times. I haven't talked to you in like 3 months. Like, you don't get it. You don't get the hint. And I was like, nah, I don't need a ride, but thanks, blah, blah, blah. And then he backs his car up. Okay, so look. So this is the road, right? There's 2 bus stops. There's like one on each side of the street. So when I turn around in the corner, not the one across the street, but the one that's on the same side of the street, that's the bus stop I'm at, right? He's backing up away from the bus stop, right? I'm pretty sure he's watching me while he's backing up, and I'm getting irritated. I'm looking at him like, why are you backing up like that? Like, in my head, I'm like, bro, what are you backing up like that for? Like, I'm getting irritated because I'm like, bro, go home. He backs up, turns the corner, and he gets out the car like,
why you look irritated? What's going on? Like, talk.
Defensive as hell. He's like,
Why you look irritated? You like to talk, right? Talk. You got something to say? Then tell me. I'm right here.
I see the bus like about to approach. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna do this right now. He walking back trying to joke with me and shit as the bus is right there. Like, the bus is like pulling up now, and I'm walking towards the bus stop. He's like, hey,
I'm on house arrest. I got an ankle monitor now.
I was like, oh. He points down to his ankle monitor.
Oh, I got an ankle monitor.
Oh yeah, and then in that interaction, he was asking me like, if I text you, will you text me back? And I was like, we'll see. I think a week later, he did text me on Instagram. He DM'd me, and he like was asking me, hey, you want to hang out? Da, 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 da. And I was like, no, I'm a child, remember? Because I was upset. He called me a child. He talking about I'm a child and I'm childish, I'm a nerd and all that extra stuff. Oh, like, I thought I was a kid though. You don't hang out with a kid, do you? Eventually, I told him straight up, listen, I'm not going to give up my virginity for you, so why don't you stop talking to me, because I don't want to waste your time. He finally leaves me alone. He hasn't texted me since, which is so relieving because I'm so tired. I didn't want to talk to him. I'm so glad that he's done with me because I'm done with him. I'm so glad he hasn't talked to me in a long time. I'm so freaking happy. But that's where that story time leaves, okay? I know that story time was low-key all over the place because, you know, our relationship was all over the place. It was low-key like a situationship, low-key. Yeah. Gwen Stefani. You know who you are. Gwen Stefani. One word. So, moral of this entire story time is know your self-worth and don't feel like you're obligated to do something for a guy just because you don't want to be alone. Don't do anything you don't want to do, and don't forget your morals. Don't forget why you do what you do. Don't forget why you made the decisions you make, because at the end of the day, your gut is literally going to tell you what you need to know. But anyway, y'all, that is it for today's video. Okay, thank y'all for watching again. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to big thumbs up, subscribe for more. Also, turn on my post notifications so we get notified when I upload once a week, boo, or more. Okay, I always have social media, so I'll be linked down below. Okay, I love y'all so much. I'll see you next motherfucking video. Okay. Peace.